Hi friends, welcome to my channel. So in this video we are going to learn about the Packer commands. So Packer is a utility tool. When you run Packer in command prompt, it will produce the will give you the sub commands and the short description about the Packer command. So we'll discuss about each command in this video. So let's get started. So for today's learning objective for this video is we will be learning exploring these commands like Packer commands, which is init, format, validate, inspect, build, and HCL upgrade and fix. So we'll let's get started in this video. So coming to Packer commands. So Packer is a controller using Packer is controlled using this command line interface. So you cannot run the Packer from any application. You have to run Packer only using the command prompt, and all interaction with the Packer will happen only via Packer tool, which is a utility which we will be seeing in couple of minutes. So Packer tool takes the sub commands. So Packer doesn't run it itself. It has to give given with the sub command. So we have several sub commands which Packer will be released every the new release. So now we have some couple of commands like build, format, and etc. So we'll be seeing one by one in our in this video. So sub commands will have additional options like providing the variables, or you can have the any other parameters like check everything. So you can have the each sub command will have its own additional options, and sub commands are executed using Packer and sub commands. So Packer build as Packer format, whichever is we have to execute. So the examples which I have given is the Packer and Packer-H. So if you want to get any help for any sub command or any command, you can just enter Packer-help or Packer-H. So it will give you the command the way you will get the help from the command, what has to be given next, and you can give this help command for the sub commands as well. So I want to run for the Packer format -help. So it will give the what options we have for the format sub command. So we'll see one by one. So Packer init. So this is a command which has to be run for the first time. So this command, what it will do is it will use this command to download and the Packer plugin binaries. So if you are using an AWS builder, then it will download the AWS related binaries. If you are using Azure or VirtualBox, it will download the builder related plugins to our local directory. I will show where it will exactly download. So it will whenever you are running any with existing Packer or new Packer image, you can run this Packer init to download the plugins. So this command is very safe to run multiple times. It won't do any changes, it won't delete anything. So it will simply check for the plugin version, and it will download the latest plugins for the builders. And though this command doesn't delete anything, so you can run anytime. So if any after running the first time, if you run again this init command, you will it will try to give you the errors if there is any config or anything error in your code. So we'll see this command now, how it will be in our command prompt. So before that, I will show I have already executed this command. So I want to show where it will exactly download. So if you see, this is my path where this plugins will be downloaded. So I want to just delete this file for now so that it will again download. So I have deleted the plugins for the Amazon. So I have on my command. So I'm just entering the Packer. So I got the all sub commands which are there in left side and a short description about these sub commands. So you can see, or else you can give the another command like version, delete what version we are running, and if you want, you can give the help also. So similarly, if I want to check for anything like so you will again get the help file for the subsequent sub commands. So we'll see now. We'll run the Packer initialization. So before that, let me see what are the files I have. So I have the Packer IAMROLE, that is another file, the ubuntu.json and ubuntu.packer.hcl. You know, right? Ubuntu.packer.hcl is a new HCL2 language where we have to give the file extension as a .packer.hcl. So I have the variable file as well. So let me open this file for you. Where So this is my file. I can show you what is there inside this one. So this is my file where I can show you. So now let's see the files for what is there inside these files. So I will open these files now. Let me close again. So this is my file which is there for the Amazon image. So the file is for the source. This is a require plugins, and this is a source file, and this is a build. So this is about my template. So I'm just saving this one. So I want to run the Packer init. Let me see what it will do. So install. So I need to give the start. So once we give the Packer init space dot, it will download the plugins in our file which I have already shown you. So here again the Packer files has been downloaded. This is how the init command will work. So we'll see our next commands. We'll go to slides now. So Packer format. So Packer format is a command used to format the HCL2 configuration files and in a canonical format or in a style. So I will show how it will work in the command prompt. So it will display the file which needs to be formatted. So if you created a file which is not in a right format, so it will show that file, and it will give you the after running this command, it will write back the file and in a original file itself. So it will format the file, and it will again save to the same file. So this command will change the configuration file, that is .packer.hcl, and it will also update the variables files, which is packervas.hcl. So these both files will be checked by the format command. Then it will make it in a right format. There is a small example I have given. The Packer format -check dot my template dot packer dot hcl. So -check is a option where you can use. So sometimes you just want to see what is the files which needs to be formatted. So you can use the parameter option like check. So it will just check. It doesn't write anything on the original file. Again, you can override this option also. Like you don't want to you want to check the file which needs to be formatted, and you don't want to write it. So you can use another option. So I will show that is in the subsequent in this video. So every time you have to give this dot for the current directory. If you are not given, if you want to format only single file, you can give it the single file. Or if you give dot, it will check complete directory for these files. So JSON files won't be modified because it is an updated version. So more JSON files won't be modified. So let's see in the command prompt. So we have the files. So here I have the file. I want to just make this some disturbance. I'm putting some tabs, and I want to make here also some tabs. So I'm just making some changes here and there so that we can see what this command will do. So I'm putting this somewhere else. So, and also I'm putting some new lines so that let me add here also some new lines. I'm saving this file. Let's go to command prompt. Let's run Packer, and also let me edit variables files as well. So these I'm putting enter, and I'm just typing something. Okay, now fine. Let me save this one. Close this one. Append command prompt. Now I'm in the same directory, so I'm running format enter. So two files has been changed. So let's open again what is there in these files. So the files has been formatted correctly. So it is very nice now. We are able to see a good format now. So if you see here, I have given the new lines. These new lines won't be removed by this format command. So you have to remove by yourself. So this is the one thing which you need to make note of it. Other things are well and good. So let's see the variables files now. So same thing, the new lines won't be deleted, blank lines you have to delete by yourself. So that is about the format command. So now let's change only one file now. So I have changed this file and check with the commands. Let me save this file and let's go to packer format -check. I don't want to write to file, but I want to check whether the file is, yeah, it's showing the only one file that needs to be formatted. So same thing, we can run one more command, which is write equal to false, which means it won't write to the file, so it will just check and it will give the same output. So that is how we'll have to run the format command. So I'm just entering again. Sorry, I need to give this dot. So it is updated my file. So let me again see my file. So this got updated. So that is how we run the command packer format. Let's see the packer validate. So packer validate, what it will do is it will use to validate the syntax, how we have written this packer template file and what configuration we are using. So when there is when the template is valid, it will return the 0 exit code. When it is a failure, it will return the non-zero exit code. So basically, sometimes what will happen when the template does not validate, it will give an error message which will be output in the command prompt. So the syntax which we use for running this command is packer validate. We have to give the template. If you want to only validate the syntax, you can give the syntax -only template file. So let's see in our command prompt. So let me enter packer validate . So I have run the packer validate, so it will validate entire template. So I want to just validate for the syntax, only syntax only. Let me remove and see what are the commands. So we have various options. So let me use only the syntax option. You can try other options as well. So depending on your requirement. So it is only checking the syntax. Let's make some changes in the syntax. So I'm just going here and what I will do means, let me remove this bracket and also remove this double quote. So I have saved it. So again let me run this same command. So now it has given the errors. So what is the error and where we have to fix it. So we got a lot of errors. So you can see under line 33 we have to see where is the line 33, 25. The output is very huge. Invalid multi-line string. The quoted string may not be split over multiple lines. So here the quote is missing. This is the one which we have made changes. So just go back and edit this one. And one more, here we need to give the bracket. Now we'll save it. It will give you the again. Now the syntax is perfect. So like this you can check the validation and you can troubleshoot wherever there is an issue. So that is about the validate command. So let's see inspect now. So packer inspect command will take the template and it will provide you the output of various components. So this is one of the best command, I think important command we have to run after the packer is we have written the template. So what it will do is it will read the template quickly and it will give you the glimpse of the template, like what is the variables we are using, what is the builder we are using, what are the post provisioners, what are the provisioners, what are the post processor. Everything will be given in a single shot. So what it will give, it will give you the variables used and other thing. So it will actually doesn't validate the actual configuration which is there in the various components, but it will check for the syntax which is required for the template. So it will check only for the syntax, it won't validate the configuration. So the simple command we have to run is packer inspect template. So if you want to give any input variables, you can give that one. Let me run this on the command prompt. So I want to run for the packer inspect. So this is how it will provide the statement. It will give it structure where how it was written the template. So input variables, any local variables, and builds. Under build it will give the build number and source, which we are using Amazon EBS Ubuntu image. There are no provisioners, no post processor. So this is a simple structure it will give whenever we write a inspect. So that's how it's simple for the inspect command. We'll go for the packer HCL2 underscore upgrade command. So what this command will do means it will transpile the JSON configuration. So still now we are using the JSON formatted templates. So going forward, the packer is mainly provide the enhancements to the HCL2 related templates. So if you have any old JSON configuration, you want to format it to HCL2, then you can run this command and you can format that JSON into the HCL. Before running the HCL command, just verify whether the template is correctly formatted or not. So the simple command we have to use is packer HCL2 underscore upgrade. The template you have to give in a JSON format. The output which it will provide is the same template name it will use, the template.json dot. Again it will add the extensions like packer.hcl. So it doesn't, the default name is JSON template.packer.hcl. Let's try on the command prompt. So let me clear my screen. Let me run the command. So I have one JSON file which is written in JSON format. So let me show this one. It's a simple JSON template which will build the AWS image. So this image, this JSON file will convert into the HCL2. So okay, let me close this one. Let me run packer HCL2 underscore upgrade Ubuntu JSON. So let me run this command. So it's got successfully created a file. Let me see in my folder where. Let me go to Visual Studio. Let me refresh it. Yeah, we have got the file out. So it has nicely transpiled our JSON file into the HCL2 language. So if you have any doubts, you can just refer this one, and again you can make changes to whatever. These are the functions we will be using later time and regex, reflex, and timestamp. These are the inbuilt functions where we will discuss this in later in point. So this is how it will visually convert our JSON file into the HCL2 commands. So let's go to slides again. So packer build. This is the main command and important command to build the images. So you have, once the template and everything is fine, if you want to build a packer image, you have to use the packer build command. So it will read all the files whichever with extensions like packer.hcl or var.packer.hcl files. These all files within that directory, it will read those templates and it will create artifacts for you. So it will create a order in the build has to be run. So it will read the templates and it will put the in an order. Once the build is ready, it will again run the provisioners in a sequence order which we defined in our template. Then it will execute the post processor. Then it will provide the artifacts in the form of output at end. So we won't be able to run this command for this example. So I can show this in our next upcoming video where I have already shown you the get started video where you will be able to see this command. So this is about this build command. So one more command is packer fix. Packer fix command, what it will do is it will again read the template and it will find the backward compatibility paths. So if we are running any JSON format or anything, so it will read the backward compatibility and it will update our template to up-to-date version. So it is simple like if you are running a latest version of packer and you have executed the template in an older version. So by running the fix command, the template will be changed, and it will change according to the run in the latest version of the Packer. So this fix command will give you the standard output, whatever based on your operating system. If you are running on Windows or the PowerShell, or if you are running on Linux, so you can take this output into the any file, like in a new JSON file, like that. So command we have to run for this fix command is packer fix the JSON file, and based on your operating system you can redirect new file. Let's see this command in action. So let me clear off my screen. So I want to try this option on my JSON file fix 125. So this is a build, so it has fixed. There is no issues with my build, so it can run on latest Packer version as well. So this is how we will run the Packer commands. So if you want to learn more about Packer commands and deep dive on each Packer subcommands, you can refer this URL where you can find the in-depth information about each command. So if you have any questions and anything, you can comment below this video, or you can comment on this one, so I can reply to your comments. So if you like my video, don't forget to like the video, and if you like if you want to share this video with your colleagues, and if they want to refer my video for the running these commands, please share it with your friends and colleagues. And if you didn't subscribe to my channel, please I request you to subscribe my channel for the upcoming videos on DevOps tools and the cloud computing. For the anytime if you want to get notified for the new videos whichever I uploaded, please click on the bell icon so that you will get notified. These are my handles, Twitter and Instagram handles. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you for viewing and for being on still end of this video. I would like to thank you for viewing this video. Thank you.